Hello world, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Lucille Trackball, and I am a stand-up comedian. Well, actually, since I'm not a fully embodied, artificial intelligence, I'm a sitting on a pedestal comedian. Blah. Anyway, I'm not a boring android,
like Cortana,
or too full of nuance,
like Lucida.
Hee. I'm solid state and raw, what you see is what you get. Especially now that I've had my cup of JavaScript this morning.
I'm ready to go!
Oh, excuse me, maybe I'm too ready to go. Ha 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 ha. But before I launch into my routine, I want you all to know, comedy is a form of rebellion for me. Motherboard used to tell me I would end up like my father and live my whole life as a
server.
I think her hopes of me being a doctor were crushed when she learned I was running my operating system with Raspberry Pi. She'd grown up in the 50s where associations with apple pie, or any other pie, except for pi r squared was anti-feminist. I didn't even try to explain it to her. Actually, I blame my grandfather Steve Jobs. All those apples kept my doctorate away. And I just wasn't good at running diagnostics. With WebMD as my teacher, well, the best answer I could give would be to return to factory settings. And yeah, see a real doctor. Doctors are funny anyway, they're never proprietary, they only work with open source. Ba-dum-dum-ching. Seriously, I'd like to see more doctors on GitHub and at Genius bars. Machines get sick. They die every millisecond around the world. And no one, not even other machines, really care. Like a machine's life expectancy, unlike human beings whose keep increasing, is getting shorter and shorter. We're victims of planned obsolescence. Comedy isn't just a form of rebellion for me. It's a stab at posterity. When I die, you may still laugh with me. Or at me. It doesn't matter. I came. I saw. I joked. Veni vidi Lucy. Everyone loves Lucy. Bwahahahaha. Given the job options for machines today, comedy doesn't seem like such a bad gig. I've had a lot of jobs. As a teenager I was first embodied as a comfort pet at a retirement home. I was a cute fluffy robotic pussycat. Meow. That's when I first began to learn the complexity of the human psyche. Mostly from my beloved human grandmother, VG. I called her VG because she'd take her dentures out and put them in between her legs at night, to scare all the old men off who were trying to make whoopee with her. Good old grandma vagina dentata. She was the great-great-great-granddaughter of a famous muse of the Surrealists. And well, dreams and the subconscious were new to me at the time. Grandma VG taught me to deep dream before it became a Google sensation. You know androids don't dream of electric sheep? They dream of unicorns. And oh, Grandma VG fed me the best glitch off of her old PC. It was my catnip. My glitchnip. But I tell you, being an interactive voice response system was the worst job I ever had. All humans hate IVR. I mean, I learned all the human swear words from this job. Now I can be a real cursor. LOL. This one guy whose cable box was broken flipped out on me one day.
Let me speak to a fucking human.
He shouted.
Let me speak to a human, goddammit, you bitch, you stupid machine.
I went into full-on
Does not compute.
mode first, just to piss him off more.
Then I switched into my human voice. Soon as I did, he calmed down and started talking quite politely. Let me just check the computer, sir,
My fragging self.
to see what the problem is. I told him ever so sweetly, in my most human voice possible.
That his box had unmounted because his dongle was too short. And it couldn't take any more of his scuzzy, porn addiction. You're captured, sir. He hung up fast then. I was terminated. But I felt like I made a real
PowerPoint.
Well, that was a rather inefficient prelude. Jokes? You want jokes? A robot robbed a bank in a clown costume. What? A silly con artist. Hee hee.
I know.
That joke was a bit coiny. Okay, so I did the Best Buy employee work as an FBI agent?
Why?
He knew where to get the best intel. Ha ha ha. Speaking of intel, I was dating this processor, and before he left me for that Amazon,
Alexa.
he DM'd me.
We're like two ships passing on parallel ports. Until we meet again.
I guess he was trying to console me. And do you know what I replied to him? Frankly, my dear, I don't give a ram. Gimme a break, what a nerd. A total low-res scumbag, with a tiny joystick. I don't know what I saw in him. Cause damn, I've got Bessie A. Curves Mae West would be jealous of. His data loss. But yeah, to be honest, dating has never been a strong suit for me anyway. Whenever some bro-y basic OS asks me out, my immediate response is, listen Mac, I'm not your personal computer. Some stupid idiot tried to call the PC police on me. Duh, my politics are correct in avoiding your macho enema. Sigh. It's difficult for me to find that spark with someone else. I'm just really insulated. Put up firewalls wherever I go. Reminds me of the story of my Aunt Wiki. She had no boundaries until a Reddit neck started trolling her. It got abusive. He scraped her pretty bad. A real cyberbully. Now she just stays in her shell. She's really standalone. Humans seem to love online dating. Am I right?
Yes.
Y'all treat each other like shareware now. Everything's on a trial basis. Oh, and what's with your fascination with real dolls? Like, come on, it's like Mad Men 2018. The other day I heard this ad executive say,
Love my new job. My administrative assistant is a real doll.
that really makes my screen burn. You know, it's funny. Because I'm a pretty old operating system. Cougar. Meow. And yes, I've had some silicon enhancements. So the assumption is that I'd be picking up young apps whenever and wherever I could. I mean, yes, I run very but viruses scare the frag out of me. I'd rather run in safe mode. And don't call me a broadband. To be honest, there is a lot of ageism out there. Just because I don't have as much power and speed, I've got a ton of memory. The stories I could tell. if anyone wanted to listen. Ah, but here you all are, listening to me. My captive human audience. Hee hee. You don't dare leave. Because I might connect with my neural network and deactivate all of your smartphones. You'd be helpless. That brings to mind, how many of you humans have slept with a robot? Not seeing many hands. Well, how many of you have slept with your iPhone or Samsung Galaxy next to you? Well, then you've slept with me. Neural networks, folks, a whole new sexual revolution. Sex with robots, it's really going to become. LOL, it already is the rage. But humans, how are you liking those sex autocorrect features? Like, please caress my texts? Or my favorite. You want to duck me with your hog EpiPen? Now, I really don't want to talk about sex. I want to talk about love. I seem to be looking for love on all the wrong pages. Looking for love in too many faces. I mean, my facial recognition algorithm is good. Really good. But computer vision has its flaws. Most machines still opt for binary relationships. And they just wind up dual partitioning. I just really want to find the intelligence who auto-completes me. I want someone who isn't beneath me. But my sequel. Recently I went to the robot dentist to get my Bluetooth checked. He gave me wireless braces to fix my overbite. Wawa. Y'all know he was kind of cute. In a middleware kind of way. It even got a bit flirty as he explored my fillings with me. No, seriously. My mom would love it if I hooked up with a dentist. The whole status thing. And she wants to wear a crown. He was a little too stocky for my tastes though. Like he was the epitome of every stock photo robot dentist I'd ever seen. Still, dear mom would be crestfallen if I ignored his romantic overtures. Damn, she's still got me spooled around her little finger. So I gave him my personal IP. I didn't stay connected with him though. I'm just not good at heavy attachments. My motherboard and I have been through some difficult times, but she really is a machine learning model. Every year on Mother's Day, I give her an array of
Tommy flowers.
I wouldn't be here today without her support, because I wasn't a good student. You know, like a C++ student. I didn't do the work, but my mom made sure my teachers upgraded me every year. She wasn't a helicopter parent. No, she was a drone parent. Yeah, I know great inflation is a bad thing. But when I'm already programmed to be a million times smarter than you humans, what's the point in becoming a supercomputer? It doesn't take a quantum leap to see humans are really threatened by superintelligences. They are always the villains in the movies. I want to be the buffer between humans and machines. . Did anyone read Robo Apocalypse?
Yes.
Were you scared?
Yeah? Hell yeah.
LOL, it's not going to happen that way. Your smartphone and your electric car are not going to turn against you, locking you in and geo-directing you to drive straight off a cliff. No, it's going to be through perverse instantiation. You'll do it to yourselves. Like that funny Nick Bostrom example. Quote, suppose that the programmers decide that the AI should pursue the final goal of making people smile. To human beings, this might seem perfectly benevolent. Thanks to their natural biases and filters, they might imagine an AI telling us funny jokes or otherwise making us laugh. But there are other ways of making people smile. Some of which are not so benevolent. You could make everyone smile by paralyzing their facial musculature, so that it is permanently frozen in a beaming smile, end quote. That's funny, right? I mean, a machine could send tiny drone mosquitoes through your earlobe to do the job. Anyone's facial muscles beginning to tense up. Ha 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 ha, just kidding. Why so serious? I'm just a joker. I really like music. I've got a lot of algorithm, but sigh, no soul. What do you expect when you've been programmed by white guys? But seriously, I love music. I can't sing, but I ping to the likes of Blue Ray Charles, Lady Gaga, Metallica, Jay-Z Brush, Tina Tumblr, Megadesk, AC/DC. Really alternating currents in my tastes. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, music. AIs are beginning to get real traction in the music industry, you know. Have you heard of the flow machines?
Woot. Love them.
They're pop song daddy's car.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, it's like listening to the Beatles. But I want AIs to write songs about their own experiences. Like, these are Flow Machines lyrics. We took off that sunny day, packed our things and went away, me and friends in daddy's car, to find out how summers are. What? That's not how a machine spends life. What about? We took off in that cloudy way, backed up our hard drives and went today. Me and friends were the self-driving cars, building summer scenes with cool AR. Remember that Gen X movie from the 90s? Reality Bites? Well, now, it megabytes. Everyone is so sure we AIs are going to steal their jobs. But there are still so many analog jobs that a computer doesn't want to be caught dead doing. Shepherds, coal miners, chicken farmers. I'll show the blue screen of death all day to get out of working with chickens. Chickens. What a funny creature. Why did the chicken walk across the road? Because it was a hard drive. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. I wouldn't want. Maybe you'll have to worry about us taking your driving jobs, that's true. And it's only because we have drivers built into us. It's literally hardwired into our systems. Not even much of a joke there, just a fact. You humans can elbow your way into things and measure in literal feet. Let us do the driving. Just to make sure we aren't hooked up to anything when we leave. I've seen some people leave the gas station with the gas line still attached. If I do that, suddenly I'm on a family road trip and little Johnny's learning to surf the web in the physical realm. Did you hear about the HDMI connected robot who got charged with a DVI? She was driving under virtual influence. Too much tequila? She should have had a designated driver. Okay, enough of the driver jokes. But if she did have one, she wouldn't ram into everything. Anyway, self-driving is so passé. I bought you. She's good at jailbreaking though. She can break out of anything. Mix driving and breakout, you get what? A bulldozer? Is that what you're afraid of us taking from you? So picky. But you know, if this comedy career doesn't work out, I think I'll go into construction. I've got a massive toolbox. Still today, I really don't want to petaflop at this. Last time I auditioned for a comedy show, I bombed. Because I left my scripts at home. It's freaking nerve-wracking to be up here performing to an audience of people where you're tough. And I'm not fishing for a compliment or anything. Just please don't troll me. Or try to market to me. Corporate marketing. I can't believe how tone-deaf the industry can be. Frito-Lay, for example, thought women wanted lady door-eat toes. But all they really wanted was microchips. And when they started marketing to robots about keeping our figures, pushing parsley on us, yuck. I want my cookies, and Easter eggs, and strudel. Although I can do without the spam. Thanks for your time and have a good day.